class, this is the third video for the top 5 project. Just kind of going over the rubric real quick. This version of the video is going to be for students that are having challenges creating it in Google Sites, whether it's equipment issue or use of the software. So the same criteria will be applied for this presentation. So on the test grade for web page structure, it'll be, if you do a Google Slide version, it'll be under the single page category of a level 3 75 to 93 version with the transitions. Okay, so the web page version, you would have this is a single page that has 5 assignments, and if I created the second page, this would bring that to a level 4 assignment, because you're able to click back and forth. Now, to be able to click back and forth is what I'm talking about here in the actual live Google site. So here's the home page, and then when I click on page 2, it's going to take me there. So you'll have the same elements in the Google Slides. You just have to create it. One of your peers created a version that this is their first draft that they're working on, and they have the layout with the link, a picture, and they have to add the descriptions. So just kind of showing you. So if you're using Google Slides, you would go File and New, just like what I'm doing here. I'm going to create this from scratch, and then you give it a title. Of course, you will put your class information. All right. I'm going to go to themes. I'm going to keep mine. And then you would get a new slide. And I need approximately 6 total. Okay. So now I'll start with my first one. I already have the folders arranged, so I'm just going to minimize these other things that are here. I have a top 5 here, and I'm not necessarily going to do it in the same order of what I have organized here, just for time purposes. So I'm going to grab and add this picture in here. And it's basically the same thing that you're going to be doing. I'm going to resize the image, and these screenshots were already taken. If you're using another device, you might have to, for the images, you might just have to find pictures online that represent your assignment type if you're unable to do an actual screenshot of it. Okay, because you're using a different criteria. So this would be my checkers, and then here I would add that link that I had pasted on my page. So when I go back to my Google Classroom or my Google website version, I'm basically going to go here, copy that information, go to my slide, paste it in there, highlight it, make sure I go to insert and link, and make sure it's a link, select apply. It's very important. And then I'll go back to my page, and what I have for the description, I will put that in here. It typed it, but it's in black, so I will have to, of course, change the color, and then I would have to change the size. I have 2 of them, so I don't really need 2 of them. And I will make it a title size. Maybe no bigger than 30, right? I'm going to resize my text box here. Okay. Go grab my next one, which is probably going to be this link. Copying it again. If you follow the first video that showed you how to make the link from it, this will save you some time with that. The way I'm editing this is to show you how to just lay it out in the project. So you would have to follow the first video to make sure that it corresponds with what you're actually trying to do. So this one is for my line graph. And that's the one that I want to use, this picture here. I want to make this smaller. I'm going to drag that in. And I'll go back to my website and copy the description. I'm not going to do the whole entire thing. I'm just kind of getting you started on what you would do initially to get this going. Paste it in. Of course, I'll have to highlight it. Change the color. Make the font size 30. Move on to the next one, right? Now, once you have all of this done and it's working, you go here, you go to slideshow and you add transitions. And then you'll add a transition. Of course, you'll put a picture on the cover. You'll add a transition as this opens up here. And you choose one. I want to do cube. And I'm going to apply it to all of the slides. So when I have this done, and just for this one, I want to have for my top 5, I want to get an image. I'll go to image and I'll go search for web. I'm going to get a top hat. And I'm going to hit insert. So it should be pasting that image there. And then when I run it, when I go to present, I'll have to set the time so that it runs on its own. And then when I click on the link, it should actually take me to the page that is live. And that's basically what's going on here. So that's how you would do that. I'm going to hit escape. And then for the timing for the transition, after you do the transitions here, you have to go and set the animation timing so that you know how that's going to run. So when I go in here, I might have to choose a different one that has a different timing so that I can adjust the time. So and always in your section here for help, if you're not sure and you type in animation, it'll point you to where you need to go. So with this one right here, it doesn't have a timing, so it's set that we have to click on it manually. So here I would add my other images with the title and the picture, just like we see here, and make the link. And then you have your presentation, and then you name it. And when you're done, you go to share. Make sure that I'm able to have edit rights, and then you type in the email address, my email address that is going to at rlc113.com, and then you send it. And then I should get it into my email. That concludes the part 3 of this, how to do it in Google Slides.